All right, it's a 93 Roadmaster. And I know a lot of people have been asking here lately how to get these upper lights out. Well, that stud right there, I can't point, man. I'm a big dude. So it's a stud right there. I already got it out a little bit. You got to crawl in this trunk, man, and you got to just go ahead and bite the bullet and lay down back here. And beside that plug-in on the other side of it, you can't see it. Oh, yes, you can. It's another stud. It's a 10 millimeter. I've been using this 10 millimeter opening wrench. That's how you get them out. I'm doing a whole YouTube video on how I'm about to change these bulbs out. They still work. They just dim. And I'm going to change them out to LED. So, I got the inside bolts off. Two 10 millimeters. Put them right there. And this should just come out. I did have it off before the video, but this rubber gasket right here goes in between the light and the assembly. So you gotta make sure you put the rubber gasket back in the right spot. And when you go to put the light back in, you got this big stupid gap right here. So just a quick little video. So just to make sure I was still getting power to it, kind of went and grabbed one of the lights I'm gonna replace it with. I'm gonna put this in there, and you can see it's way longer than the original housing, but you can cut these to the length that you want them. So this might come out pretty good. You can see I got a lot of dust on this car. I don't ever drive it, but you know. And then I also have a yellow wire that I can use for a turn signal. Let's see if I can get it to work on camera with one hand. It worked for a second. So yeah, gonna add a little modern tech to this thing. All right, I repeated the same thing I did on the first side. I'm sweating. Jesus, but first time ever taking one of these apart. And it looked like I might have done it. Go ahead and get that out the way. This is the actual light right here. This is what I'm going to be taking apart, putting the LED strip in. So I'm going to put my camera down so the plug don't fall off in there. And I'm going to do it like how I done this one. Stuck a zip tie on the end of it so I wouldn't lose it off into the body of the car, which I can get to it from the trunk, but why do extra shit when I not already did extra shit? And I had my camera settings wrong the whole time. And it appears this one has a life too. I ain't gonna show you the turn signal thing again. I already showed it to you. Oh, so fast forward sometime. Still working on them. It's been a couple of days. I got sick, but right now I got them hooked up to my RC battery. Make sure they work. I am gonna do a lot of cutting and trimming in the original housing. That one's going back together. The glue is drying. Man, I wish I had some more advice to give, but to get them apart, you get like a Dremel tool. I got like cutting wheels and stuff in their little case. I'll show you. All type of stuff in there, but you just need a little plastic cutting wheel. You can see the marks from cutting it. That's how I got it apart. I tried the oven method. You might have seen that little snippet. I don't even know how I got in the video, but yeah, I melted one of them and I had to order another one and wait on one to come in. I actually found one on eBay. So yeah, this is the left side and left turn signal. So, here we go. Turn signal off, light back on. Alright, fast forward YouTube. Man, I've been fighting the cold. While I'm doing this, I don't care. I gotta get it done because I got something else in store for this car. So I'm gonna put my turn signal. Judge me for these connectors if you want. They always work for me. Just piggyback it off the factory turn signal. The wire is pretty straightforward. You know, red to purple, black to black. Yeah, man, I got it going. It's going. It's coming. I got the turn signal in the upper light now. Use all the factory wiring for the car. I just had to run my yellow wire. Of course, I was trying to save the original pieces, but I had to cut it. But I cut it with much wire as I could to keep. Plus, I'm gonna keep that. It's probably gonna stay in my cup holder for no reason. I end up having to take the back off of it. Yeah, look at my tape. But yeah, I cut it off of it and was gonna try to get it to work with it. That's why I cut that off and stuff. But it just wouldn't. The LED light, it was thicker than the original light, so it just wouldn't fit right. It'll be poking out. The light that you see shining through, that's from the gasket. It's like a see-through gasket on this thing, so unfortunately it's gonna shine through the top of it a little bit. But yeah, man, this is my first time ever doing something like this. And I know a lot of people curious about it and want to know how it works, so that's one side doing it. I'm gonna knock out the other side. So here we go. On the other side, this is my yellow wire that I ran myself. This is the black wire and red wire. This will be just our illumination. Red for power, black for ground, illumination. Yellow for turn signal. So I know the other side was put together. I wanted to show y'all before I put these together. This is the purple wire I was talking about, going closer to my fingertip, and then you got the black wire on the other side. I'm probably gonna snip this end off, braid them into each other, and use some good old black tape because it works for me. Say what you want, it works for me. And here it is, finished, kind of. I got both sides working. I'll go to the other side. Both of them are going. We got this cool little feature working. And yes, you can really see through this gasket. But man, it's so bright, it's almost too bright. Pretty dope. Another issue I gotta figure out though is when I hit my brake pedal. Reach my brake pedal. There we go. It's a problem I'm reaching. But that's not for this video. That's something for me to figure out on my own. I'm just showing people how to do this little opera light thing. I ain't never done it before myself, but that's what I got to do. This is my 1993 Buick Roadmaster Limited. The original opera lights was dim and dingy, so I figured I'd try to touch it up with a little piece of new technology. Yep. I guess like, comment, subscribe for some more projects I got going on with this thing. I don't know what I'm gonna do next, but it's gonna go on a 2,500 mile road trip. Maybe I exaggerated a little bit. Maybe like this 2,000. I don't know. I got look, but yeah, I'm gonna take it from San Diego all the way to Tennessee.